at Canadian Cedars of Hope give our condolences to the Indigenous community. We stand with you, we mourn with you, and as Lebanese Muslims here in London, Ontario, we promise to embrace your culture, cherish your children, and we will fight for your justice.
In 1879, John A. Macdonald said, "When the school is on the reserve, the child who lives with its parents, who are savages, and though he may learn to read and write, his habits and training mode of thought are still Indian. He is simply a savage who can read and write. It has been strongly impressed upon myself, as head of the department, that Indian children should be withdrawn as much as possible from the parental influence. And the only way to do that would be to put them in central training industrial schools where they will acquire habits and modes and thought of white men."
Schools were designed to segregate and abolish a culture, a language, and a community.
Month of May 2021, 250 Indigenous children were found buried in former residential schools in Kamloops, British Columbia.
This month, 104 graves have been found in Brandon, Manitoba.
8 in Regina, Saskatchewan.
5 in Livestock, Saskatchewan.
And 180 in Carlisle, Pennsylvania were found since.
There are more that haven't been found.
Every Indigenous person you know is either a first, second, or third survivor of a residential school.
Residential schools were used to erase the Indian culture and to take the Indian out of the child.
Children were taken away from their homes. Children were forced to cut their hair short.
Children were abused.
Children were not allowed to speak their beautiful language.
This was happening for over 100 years.
The last residential school was closed in the 1990s.
And it happened to children like us.
Our grandparents kept our culture and language alive, regardless of what they tried to do to us.
So on June 21st, join us as we celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day by wearing or displaying your orange shirt outside.
To mourn the Indigenous children, women, and men that they have lost.
But today we celebrate you, your heritage, and your culture.
Survivor.
Our survivor.
We are survivors.
It used to be against the Canadian law for the Indigenous people to perform their cultural ceremonies up until the late 60s, but today we celebrate you, your heritage, and your culture.
Every child matters.